We are here tonight with Tom Batchelor and Mike. They are going to play some originals as well as some beloved oldies. Tom
Hello, how you
has
doing?
been yes, there is. Then Mike with the fiddle, hence Fiddle Mike.
Exactly.
So you guys aren't strangers to the music scene, are you?
No, doing it a bit for a while.
Now, currently, you're in the you're in the Appalachian region, and particularly you're in the West Morgantown, West Virginia area.
Yep.
And do you primarily? I know that you two play together, and you play like a mixture of traditional Appalachian, but you also play like contemporary songs and other songs that American and all that. You guys put your own spin on, and then Tom also writes his own stuff. And we heard something, but before the show, by Tom, that was really good. So, can you tell me a little bit about that, the name of that song, and can you tell me more about it and how you come up with it?
Oh, the rubber meets the road. Yeah, I think it's all started when we were driving to a gig one time, and we were just talking about different things, and so I got that line and that title, and I just kind of sort of went from there. It's not particularly autobiographical. It's just a story, you know. Everything I write, it's just all over the map, you know. It's never just personal stuff. It's just stories,
So
you know.
I indirectly helped you write that song?
You did indirectly help me write that song, yeah.
Wow.
And a lot of times things just fall together, you know. Sometimes it's just words too, you know, like, ooh, this sounds good next to this. It doesn't always have to have any like deeper meaning or whatever. Sometimes it does, but
Deflecting, it has some deep meaning, and you don't want us to know about it.
well, yeah, that's true. Well, no, so like there's little snippets of me in there, you know, but it's you know, more about the story.
Well, good. So I just kind of want to talk about your history in music, and then Michael's. Can you kind of give me a recap of where you began playing and singing, and then to where you are now?
Well, you know, I started playing whenever you start out in school with music on the trumpet, you know, and all through grade school and junior high, I played the trumpet, and probably in junior high, I took up the guitar and had a few like cheesy high school bands that I was in. And then I didn't really play much first when I got to college, but I started to here at West Virginia. You know, I started being in bands, and then I guess the first like real band for me was Roster Rafiki that I was in. I was a songwriter in that band, and you know, we toured and played all over the country really, and that I guess is when the bug really bit me. And I, you know, it's nice to, when you have an idea for a song and, you know, you bring it to the group, and then it kind of changes, you know, it rarely stays just what your vision was. And that's a fun, exciting part about writing songs, is that other people are going to bring stuff to it. You know, I'm not going to tell the drummer how to play drums. He's just going to do what he has to do to serve the song. And so then after that band, we folded up for a few years, and I was in multiple other bands, some more serious than others, but I always continued to write, probably not quite at the pace I would like to, but just as, you know, catch little snippets here and little snippets there, and then come up with an idea and put it all together at some point. But I definitely, that's major focus is I like to write songs. I like to see them come to fruition, and then I'm done with them. But so then
That's
it brought
good.
me.
I have a question for you. Have you ever written a song
What, me?
that brought you into?
Have I ever written a song?
No, I was asking Tom what I was. I think I cut out a little bit. I was just asking Tom. And the reason I don't know. I'm sorry. I was gonna let you continue as to what you were saying. I just got totally thrown off. I'm so sorry.
No
But
problem.
you're ahead with the guitar. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about how you got into the guitar. Sorry.
Oh yeah, and I mean that was kind of the thing. I mean I got into the guitar, rock and roll. When I was growing up, and then it was a natural extension to go into songwriting. Once you've played other people's music, then you kind of get a vocabulary, I guess, of things that you can say and do on the instrument.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, and so then I use that to try and bring my ideas to fruition. And I have learned, and so in some of the bands I was in, we wrote as a group. They would just kind of open it up, like I got this idea, and I learned in those experiences to never close yourself off to an idea. I mean, you think like, this song, I want it to sound like this, but sometimes it's better if it sounds like something else. You know what I mean? So always keep, never protect them too much. Kind of let things happen naturally, and usually it turns. I mean, because you can always say, nope, wait, stop. We're going to go back and do it this way. So that's the exciting part to me, is the discovery of an idea and where it's going to go.
Wonderful, wonderful. No, so whenever you write a song and you get out, and I know that you guys, I've seen your following on Facebook, and I know that you have some places that you repeatedly play, and you have a crowd that enjoys your music. Do you ever get to where the songs you wrote, you hear people sing them back? Because I'm sure you had that experience with Rasta Rafiki as well. But over the years, did you ever get to that point where you really you're really getting the feedback, you're really getting people singing your songs back to you?
Yeah, maybe not singing them back to me, but you see people that connect with them really. I really love this song, or sometimes they'll buy them online, and that kind of says something that they're willing to plunk down $1 or whatever it is, to get this song for keeps. And one time, I wrote this song in Rasta Rafiki, and I don't know, maybe 10 years later, a friend of mine said, "Hey, I found this thing in a yard sale, and it's like the lyrics to your song that somebody had written out and framed for their wedding or something."
Oh, that's really cool.
And he gave that to me, and I still have it somewhere here. And I thought that was kind of cool. That was sort of I guess an affirmation of yeah, you're doing the right thing. Somebody connected with it.
Right, especially if it's framed.
Yeah, and so
singing it back.
and they didn't get every word right, but they probably did it off a CD or something. Listen to a CD and writing it down, and maybe I was mumbling or something. but it was really close, and like I said, I was touched by it because I never would expect somebody. I would never probably do that for somebody else, But so it was nice.
So, and then I'll go over to Michael for a minute. Michael, what about your background in music? How did you get started?
Well, first I'd like to thank you for having us this evening, MJ. And I started music when I was 3. I had a little violin, and I think I'm not really sure how I started. My mom and dad, if they're watching this, would probably know better than me because they really helped facilitate it. I started with the Suzuki violin method. So I started playing, I think the first song I ever played was Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And So from age 3, I was playing in little concerts with other little people and bigger people. And as time went on, I played songs that weren't so little and got bigger and bigger. And it just kind of went on from there. I know that I began playing classical music as well as Celtic music, Scottish fiddle music, that kind of stuff. When I was little, I used to compete a lot doing that kind of thing. And some of my earliest memories are playing at Suzuki concerts and wearing a kilt and being on the stage in big crowds with like people throwing telephone poles, and I'd be playing music with bagpipers. Pretty cool.
So
yeah,
you, what is it?
That's how I started.
So you also were the Oklahoma State fiddle champ, weren't you? I was. In 2006, maybe, I think it was. I met Jana J, who was playing. She lives in Tulsa, and she had played on T.H.E with Buck Owens and Roy Clark. She was married to Buck Owens, and I met her 2 weeks before the Oklahoma State fiddle contest. And I really had never played much fiddle music like that. You know, I did more Scottish, Celtic stuff. So I had a lesson with her that was about an hour and a half. She showed me what to do, and I practiced for like 2 weeks, and then I went in and won the competition, which was pretty neat. And that's, I think, indirectly how I ended up meeting you. Because at the time you were a reporter, and I think you did a story about it and took some nice pictures, and it was kind of fun. So, yep, I did that, and I continued. You know, I've been playing all kinds of music as long as I've been around. Quartet music, classical music, flamenco music, really, you name it, I like to play it. Well, you know, I'd like to take credit for writing that article, but it was actually James Beatty who wrote that article.
Okay, I apologize.
It's okay. It just hurts me. I'm just kidding. I think James and I both had our I don't know how many articles we did, quite a few, and he got the really super cool one. And so anyway, that's me. You know, Michael and I, we used to date, and Michael probably doesn't want to talk about this, but I want to talk about our first date. Mine and Michael's first date. To embarrass him, we went out, and I was really super nervous. And he was such a gentleman, had opened the doors for me and all of that. We went into the, I think it was called Fat Boy's Pizza. And we sat down, and I was super nervous, and I knocked over. He was so sweet. He bought me this huge, like, bucket of pop. Like, it was huge. And I knocked the whole thing over before I really even got a drink of it. And it went everywhere, and there's people in the restaurant. And I'm like, and he got up, and he cleaned it up for me.
Wow.
So I think we should
That's a great way to start a date.
give him a round of applause.
You get to see, like, right off the bat, you know, how things could
Like,
be.
right off the bat.
Worst case scenario, almost, you know.
And, you know, to this day, MJ, I will still clean up your messes.
Thank you. And that went well. That was a fun time. So anyway, now that I've embarrassed Michael, I'd kind of like to come back to the Rubber Meets the Road and see if you guys would like to play that for everyone.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do one of those fiddle tunes that.
Yeah, you want to do a fiddle?
Yeah, let's do a fiddle tune first.
So we're going to warm up with a fiddle, and then we'll play When the Rubber Meets the Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you do whatever you want. I'm just here for that.
So the first fiddle tune we're going to play is called Devil's Dream. It's a traditional fiddle song. So here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Thank you.
So that was Devil's Dream. Actually, the arrangement for that was written by Jan and Jay in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And now...
That is awesome.
Thanks. Now I think we're going to play Tom's newest song, which he wrote recently. And it's been neat watching it come to life and take different turns and directions. So is this the first time it's been played for people?
Yeah, it is. I do believe.
So,
Debut.
There's the debut of
Do the Nicole Kidman clap.
When the Rubber
Very nice.
Meets the Road.
Well, I guess I wouldn't blame you if you just got up and walked right out that door. On the dance card of good and bad times, I just can't keep track anymore. Hey, you put me through them changes, you're the greatest love I'll never know. And as the light peeks through the darkness, where the rubber meets the road. Well, let's get it into your life when my life was riding on the rim. And I always knew just what you'd say when I said it's either me or him. Sorry for the good times, every dirty lie ever told. It's like a cold needs a distance, and the rubber meets the road. That night in Laredo, looked into each other's eyes. All the time that passed between us, stars are falling from the sky. And just for that one night time, we could lay down our heavy load. And as the morning broke around us, yeah, the rubber meets the road. Just as the morning broke around us, where the rubber meets the road.
That was awesome. You
Thank
guys rocked it. Rocked it. And I'm just eating a
There's a
cracker.
whole supply of interesting songs that all have a different feel to them and a different style. They're really fun to play. People really seem to like listening to them.
We're gonna go in and record that one soon.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
You guys already have, now have you two recorded anything together where people can find it?
Yeah, I forget where exactly. Maybe on Bandcamp. Jeez.
Okay.
I was thinking about that as we were getting this together. Like, I should remember where we put it somewhere out there on the internet. But we started out when we were just playing together. I wrote a song with my band, and I had Michael come in and record some parts on the fiddle, which was more of a violin kind of piece.
What song?
Remember with Greg Thurman on the stand-up bass, and so it was, I guess, like kind of like a B-side on the CD, on the end of the CD, and I really liked it so much, and I kind of like really kick-started this whole project, you know, kick the can down the road with it, and so, you know, yeah, we want to do some more recording as soon as we can.
Well, that will be awesome. So where can people find you guys if they wanted to just come out and enjoy your music? Where could they, I mean, once things open
Yeah, nowhere lately, but
up?
we play a lot around West Virginia here, Morgantown, of course, and Maryland
Guidehouse Grill.
at the Guidehouse Grill. We'll probably be back there soon. What do we have on the 20th?
We are playing at the Short Story Brewery on the 20th, which is a local brewery here in Morgantown. They make their own beer and make their own food. We'll be playing there from 4 to 7 on Saturday the 20th outside. So hopefully it won't rain. So that's, I think, our next gig, since we haven't had one in a few months because of the virus.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen you guys play some gigs online.
Well, yeah, it's weird though. It's not like playing for people or even goofing around. It's so hard to like convey what you're doing, I guess, on video.
Well, you have someone commented, and I'd like to pull it up. Here we go. Hello from Ireland.
Oh,
Chris Keenan.
great.
Hi, Chris. Hello from West Virginia.
Let's Chip Chase.
And then we have Chip Chase.
Hi, Chip.
Chip, president of Canaan Fan Club.
Yeah,
Gotta run.
Yeah, that's the place we play. He has a white grass cross country skiing.
It's one of my favorite
touring place, and he has us out there a couple times a winter to play, and the people are always fantastic. They come from all over the place too, a lot from like the DC area, and I love Chip Chase, love the white grass.
It's always an adventure to play there.
Yeah, it's up in the mountains, of course, because it's a ski place, and it's beautiful out there. And we love playing for Chip. They always treat us really
Sounds
well.
like it.
I'll never forget the last time we played there. It started snowing when we got there, and it took us about an hour and a half to get there, 2 hours, and it took us 4 hours, 3.5 hours to get home. It was a long time.
No.
But anyway.
Let's play an Irish song.
So
for the woman from Ireland.
Where'd you go?
What
There you go.
Crossing to Ireland.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Just do it by itself.
All right, so we're going to play an Irish tune by Captain Henry O'Kane called Crossing to Ireland.
Now that was fancy.
We could also done whiskey before breakfast, but I think we should do one of your songs next.
Okay. Well, let's talk some more.
Oh, okay.
Hey, if you guys want to, I'm game. We could listen to you. You just fire it right back up if you want to play another. If you'd like to.
Oh.
You want to tell a story about the next song we're going to play? Where did it come from? I was listening to a lot of Louis Armstrong.
I love Louis Armstrong. I think he's the greatest American musician ever. You know, he could sing, he could play the trumpet. It was just great. And I mean, really, like when I was a kid, I wanted to be Louis Armstrong. I thought that would be the greatest thing in the world. Yeah, and that's why I took up the trumpet. And so it wasn't this isn't like an homage or anything. It's just kind of, I thought it's sort of a style, you know, maybe old sort of bluesy kind of thing. So this is called Bad Feeling.
All right.
Carpet's wet and I don't know why. And down the hall, out the window she cried. Better get working on that alibi. I got a bad feeling about you. The motor says someone stole the door. Seems to me like I heard that before. Can't take exposure to the grocery store. I got a bad feeling about this. Champagne and cocaine, either one of them will do. This thing, propane, said I'm the man for you. Woke up this morning under the bed, eyes on fire, feeling happy. I can't remember just what I said. I got a bad feeling about this. Alcohol and Adderall, let me focus on getting drunk. Missed calls, private calls, why am I the phone? Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, who's not ready? Holla I. It ain't a party till someone cries. I got a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling about this.
Well, that was lovely. Very lovely. I liked it a lot, actually. Good, good, good. So, once you gentlemen, everything opens up. You're going to be back on the road. You're going to be playing music for people. What are your, as a collective, what are your favorite shows to play together? Do you like more intimate crowds, or do you like festivals or concert-like venues?
Everything has its own feeling, you know, it's all different. Like intimate crowds are really great because you get more interaction with people and you can see their reactions and hear their comments, and play their requests. Festivals, at least for me, are a little bit less like that. It's like showing up and playing on a stage, and it's great watching people interact, but from a distance. I don't know. What about you, Tom? What's your theme?
I like to play festivals because they're outdoors. But I like bars because they can be rowdy, and it's like you almost always see something wacky and weird, and especially us. I mean, you know. So yeah, it's just exciting. Thrill to be with other people, even if they're not like totally into it or going nuts. It's just fun to be out in front of people, and
it's fun to meet new people that like I would never have met if I wasn't playing music.
Exactly.
You know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it opens up your world quite a bit, doesn't it? You know, I have a really interesting fact. Actually, Tom has an MJ as well.
Oh, yeah.
His
Yeah, my wife.
is also named MJ. So she and I got to meet a few months ago, and I was like, wait a minute, she's the ultimate MJ. And I was jealous because it's okay. She can be the ultimate MJ. I'll just be the second MJ, and I'll do this, right? It's very, very wonderful. What are you over there? Hee, you're talking about my girl. So, moving on from the love subject, what lovely song would you guys like to play? Would you like to play anymore? Do you want to talk more? Tell us more cool stuff?
What's your most memorable musical experience, Tom?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know.
I would hate it if somebody asked me that.
I know that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Actually, right here, right now, this is my most memorable experience because I have a very short memory.
Oh no, you come through. You can play.
I mean, we've had some crazy, weird gigs where like
Yeah.
there was one person there the whole time. That was pretty oddly memorable for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So did you give your most memorable moment?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did Michael just say his most memorable moment?
No, I mean, there's so many of them.
Yeah, but you put Tom on the spot.
I like to do that. I mean, I'm the person that puts people on the spot more than they put me on the spot. I mean, there's just so much, you know, if we're out playing gigs, 3 or 4 gigs a week, and we do that for a year, there's a lot of fun experiences that are memorable that all seem to gel together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all right, let's play another song.
Okay.
So you can think about that. What do you want to play?
Let's play the gap.
Okay, so this is another song.
That's original. It's an old one. I wrote a long time ago. So
It's one of my favorites.
It's called The Gap. When I look in the world, tell me what do I see? I see people out there starving, others with money, and the gap is getting wider. Money's getting tighter, and the prices just go higher. Oh, what a sin. See this crime in the streets, yes, the violence on the rise, and the system turns its back and people hide their eyes, and the gap is getting wider. Money's getting tighter, and the prices just go higher. Oh, what a sin. days of destruction, tell me what is left to be. I say give praise and be thankful that your heart and mind's still free. Yes, the gap is getting wider, money's getting tighter, and the prices just go higher. Oh, oh, what a sin. Yes, the gap is getting wider, money's getting tighter, and the people just so tired. Oh, oh, what a sin.
I like that song.
That was beautiful. So you have some comments from your adoring fans. Here's one. Connie claps, meaning a job well done. Marie Ginsburg says, "Can you play a Shokin well?"
Hi, Mom. Not tonight, but I will for you tomorrow. We haven't worked that one up for this evening, but we will play it in the future.
Okay, and Joseph Gray says, "Hello."
Hello, Joseph Gray.
Hello.
So these are some great comments. We appreciate you for commenting. We're live on the Holler with Tom and Fiddle Mike. And they are playing their lovely music and answering questions. Does anyone have any hard-hitting questions for the pair? If so, please put your question in the comments, and I will
Oswald, act alone.
ask
I really work for the CIA.
Does pizza or pineapple belong on pizza?
him. So,
What
gentlemen,
next song we should play?
Let's play that fiddle tune you were wanting to play.
Okay, so now we're gonna play "Whiskey Before Breakfast" into "Soldier's Joy," two traditional fiddle tunes. Here,
all right.
I think I remember. Okay, ready? 1, 2, ready, go.
Now that was Gorgeous, gorgeous.
So,
You guys are good at that.
we fiddle around.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
Fiddle
play.
around.
You want to play a gypsy song?
Sure.
All right. So Tom didn't write this one. I got this one out of a Mel Bay book called Gypsy Violin, which has all kinds of awesome gypsy tunes in it. And this is called Dark Eyes.
In case you don't know, Mel Bay is how everybody starts out. That was like the original, Mel Bay guitar book. Mel Bay.
They go in levels. There's some with like pretty easy stuff, and then there's some with super difficult stuff. What's going on? Okay.
Oh, my battery's running low on the laptop. I'm gonna have to plug it in here. I forgot to plug it in before we started. Yeah, I do.
Okay. So Tom is going to go plug in his laptop. It should have been done before.
Yes.
Well, then I'll come back.
Tell us a story
Then I'll
about it.
come back and talk to you.
What are you up to these days? How's life?
Oh, lots of stuff. Life is.
You play music. Is that what got you into this? Your love of music?
Yes.
What,
Good heart question.
I know you sing a lot. You're a really talented singer. Someday you should sing with us.
Well, thank you. I will someday. I can do that someday. Maybe Tom and I could do a lovely duet.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
What would we do? You don't bring me flowers. You don't sing me love songs anymore.
Well, I don't know if I could sing that with you. You would outshine me, and it would hurt me.
I would never do that.
MJ used to sing me to sleep.
So, how are you spending your time during the whole COVID thing? I mean, obviously we're all at home a lot more, maybe a little less now, but
I can show you what I've been doing.
well, like anything normal that you don't normally do, like I mean, like we've been cooking a lot more, obviously, because we're not going to restaurants and stuff, and gardening more than we normally would. Anything?
That's kind of been us. Like we've been, specifically with the kids, we did a lot of like outdoorsy things. I thought I would plant more and reap what I sowed more, but actually, what we ended up doing was a lot of like tactical things.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Didn't you cook something underground?
Yeah, we've been
Oh, that's cool.
like survival stuff. I didn't necessarily think it was the end of the world, but if it was, I wanted them to know things. So I taught them a lot of things about what they could eat outside, how to fire without nothing, things like that. But yeah, we had a lot of fun, just survival stuff that I thought would be good to know in case, for all the billion things that could happen in this world. Without your mom being around.
I think everybody, when this first happened, thought about for a minute, like, well, what if society did collapse, and like, how would I fare, without the conveniences of modern life,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think everybody kind of went through that moment of like, am I, a little self check yourself, am I.
It was a good check.
All good on this, I'm glad it didn't collapse. That would have been.
Me too.
That would have been really uncomfortable.
It would have been.
I know. I have a son named Archer who is going to be 6 in August, and we've been able to spend a lot more time together now that he hasn't had school. So it's been really neat watching him grow. He seemed to like sprout into such a larger person over the last few months, and it's been a lot of fun.
They do that growing thing super quick, don't they?
They do. So now, since Tom's computer is okay, we are going to play a gypsy violin tune by the name of Dark Eyes, and actually we're mixing another tune into it that I have no idea what it's called, but somebody might if they're listening. Or Tom, do you know what the name of that other song is?
Tetris.
And that's what it is. Yeah, Tetris. So
game Tetris.
Here we go.
Okay, so that was really impressive.
That's the short version. That was the short, the internet version.
Well, I really liked it a lot.
It's a popular one for us to play live. We've even had people get up and do like the Cossack dance.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah. What is your most requested song?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
People always seem to request songs that we don't play.
Right.
And play The Devil Went Down to Georgia, and we just don't.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular one that asks for,
Happy Birthday. We
Yeah.
read that.
Thank you. You missed my birthday by a month or so, but that's okay.
Well, we can make it up for you now. I see Barbara Wallace is watching. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
So anyway, so there's this song that I really like playing with Tom that we play, and it's called "The Road Behind."
Oh yeah, right, The Road Behind.
What? Tell me, and everyone else about how that song.
I lost you for a moment.
I was in a band at the time that will go unnamed, and I was not particularly happy. There was a lot of strife, and we were playing a really long schedule. Like we'd just been out to California for like a month and then back, and we were playing some really great shows, but there was a lot of tension in the band. And I think like the last trip I went on, we were going to the Northeast, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire, and I was just laying in the back of the van watching the road recede, away from me, and thinking about what I was gonna do with my life, I guess, and just just how I guess it's got a bit of a melancholy vibe, and so that was it. The Road Behind. That's kind of
Someday you can write The Road Ahead.
That's right. I forget how this starts.
I do too. I was just thinking about that.
Sometimes I think that all I got is this guitar and a painted sprawl. Feeling small but look to find. All that's left is the road behind. It always hits early in the morning, knocks me down without a warning. Catch the dawn from the side, 1,000 miles of the road behind. A chance to grab a slice of grace. I take a step to fall on my face. All the places burning in my mind, there's only one, and that's the road behind. Overhead holds no surprise, but someone smiles in bitter skies. Could it be that I've been blind to the beauty of the road behind them? There's little left, but this one more. While jackals figure out the score. Having hold, but not one line. My only charge is the road behind. Yeah, right.
I'd like to do this.
Thank you.
Lovely job, lovely job. So there's something I like to do to Michael every time I see him, and I try to talk him into playing my favorite song. So what are the odds?
I love you for that, MJ, but let's hold off until a little closer to the end of the show to see how my fingers are feeling.
Well, you've got 6 minutes left.
6 minutes? You know, I think we should.
I like to play Stump Michael and put him on the spot.
Okay.
I like that better than MJ suggestion. But you know what? I think
so. You pick a tune, something that like a happy song in a major key, like Three Blind Mice, right? And now I want, or well, we'll get to that. And then you have him play it in a minor key.
Three Blind Mice.
Okay.
So it sounds sad.
I'll play it. Do you know how to play it?
I don't know how to play it.
Something guitar?
You never stump him. I mean,
it's a funny little game.
It's a little game that musicians play.
Playing places. But you know, I think we should play like a song like Wahira or Put It On. They're both pretty cool songs. But do you have a song that you?
I know. I would like.
Do we have any of your songs that we haven't done?
Well, yeah, but let's play Wahira.
Okay.
This is
wrote it. Like, what's it?
I don't know who wrote this. This is like an old Chicoria.
Maybe someone wrote it, but it wasn't me.
I know Carlos Santana.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe that's who it is.
Vámonos, Wahira, vamos a bailar. Vámonos, Wahira, vamos a bailar. ¿Qué es lo que quiere Wahira? Si tú quieres bailar, ya vamos a la mano. Yo no puedo estar. Vámonos, Wahira, vamos a bailar. 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 ¿Qué es lo que quieres bailar? Si tú quieres bailar, pa'lante, 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 yo no puedo estar. Vámonos a ir, vamos a bailar. Vámonos a ir, vamos a bailar.
Yep, that was good.
That was good. You know, I was thinking we could also end with maybe Bill Cheatham. Sure. Bill
Well,
Cheatham.
I would, before you guys end with that,
Yeah.
I would like to say I want everyone to go visit Tom and Fiddle Mike on Facebook, like their page, say hi, become friends, follow what they're doing. They're gonna play you guys
Leave a
out.
comment.
They're gonna,
I said leave a comment.
yeah, leave a
Love
comment.
the comments.
And they're gonna
thank you,
play
thank
you
you,
guys
Andrea,
out.
for your time. Thank you for your time this evening.
Hey,
Andrea.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us.
Hey, thank you guys for coming on.
Fine.
So, without further ado, I'll let them play you out and say whatever else they want to say as they tell you bye-bye.
It's been a pleasure playing for you all here at the Hollar.
Yes. Let's
Yeah.
do this again.
Now we're going to play Bill Cheatham, another fiddle tune. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You
Yeah,
too.
have a great weekend.